Hey everybody, at Nate's Bar and Grill in Old Shawneetown, Illinois. This is the official return of Restroom review. I'll probably do another video on why it got shut down and why it's coming back. But anyway, let's take a look at this place. Yeah, I've had a few to drink. I'm at the bar, but man, I think this is perfect for the comeback. Alright, let's note that no matter how hard you try, this thing will not latch. So there is points deducted automatically. After using this bathroom, please leave this door open. Shutting it makes the odor worse. Thank you. Oh wow. It doesn't smell like a bed of roses anyway, but it's not actually disgusting. Here's the sink. A little dirty, not bad. On the soap dispenser, we have a Master Cars Incorporated, Grant City, Illinois. Who knows who put that there? But this is the real showpiece here. Is this giant mural of what's supposed to be a Native American woman, but she looks awful white. But that's okay, I mean, there's a lot of mixed Native Americans that look white. I know 3 people offhand that are half Native American, but look white. I was raised by my Native American grandfather. I mean, it runs in my family too. But let's observe this more carefully. We are actually on the territory of the Shawnee Native Americans, and what you see here is NDN, Klee Lady. Now, I don't know much about that, but that is how, from what I've seen, Native Americans say the word Indian, instead of spelling it out like we know it. So it's not as improper, because of course Indians, the way you see it spelled, means people from India. But let's look at this, okay? Obviously a mixed blood, as the term is. I don't know. It looks like someone has scratched her teeth out, so she's got some teeth missing. Looks like they've picked her eyes out too. Whoa, didn't mean to touch her stuff. Someone has autographed her breast, all wet, so we know that this is an aroused person, with a stereotypical wolf right there. We have what looks like, apparently they're a big Danzig fan. There's the Danzig skull. We have a flyer here for yeah, some musicians I've never heard of. I'm not dogging it. I don't listen to this kind of music, but apparently instead of a typical cork board, you just staple it to a piece of particle board whenever you've got a show coming up. Let's read some of the graffiti here. Didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. He knows what he wants. Okay, we've got that. There's not a whole lot to see here, folks. There's a big teepee. I don't know if the Shawnee use teepee. That's a big misconception. Not all Native Americans slept in teepees. Wango Thango. Got a pretty good web here and some type of arachnid. Particle board. Typical toilet. It's not really dirty or anything in here. Let's read the sign. Please flush the toilet when done and do not put paper of any kind down the toilet. Well, that would constitute toilet paper, but as you can see, once you wipe your ass, you've got to save it up, maybe put it to the side or hold on to it and then put it here. Because they clearly say no paper of any kind. That would include toilet paper. Please do not throw paper or anything in the stool. It will not flush and the bathrooms will have to be shut down. So we're going to get in a shitter crisis if you don't, hold the feces infected paper, toilet paper, and put it here. Because apparently nothing can go down this toilet except for human excrement, or they're just going to shut the bathrooms down. And we all know how bad it is when you're drunk and you got to pee. So apparently there's still urine in the toilet, so somewhere down that line someone has shoved something down there. Some kind of paper. I guess this thing is more susceptible to damage due to paper products than anything else. We have a couple different cleaners and a plunger. And got a couple of bricks here. Maybe that's to help barricade you in for privacy. Got a crack right here on the door. Apparently, David Leon Clayton doesn't like to brag too much about his piece of work because it's way down here in the corner. You know, if I would have painted this awe-inspiring mural, I would have, wanted my name somewhere like noticeable, like, maybe a word balloon here on the wolf. And what's this? What is this? It's like a ginormous unicorn antler, but it's like coming out the side of its head. It's like this weird mutation, this protrusion, this like coming out of its head all bloody and screwed up. Instead of an automatic air freshener, it's to the patron's duty to make the place smell better. When I wash my hands, there's no paper, probably in fear of it going down the toilet. All right, back home. And so would I use the restroom at Nate's Bar and Grill to take a leak? Yes. To take a dump? No. And that's only because the door doesn't latch. If the door would actually latch and lock, it'd probably get a pretty high scoring, but since it doesn't, and anyone could be a turd burglar or a defecation voyeur and just bust in on you or be sneaking a peep, I'm afraid it's going to have to lose some major points on it. Anyway, it's a nice little bar out in the middle of nowhere. It's got decent food and stuff. Good establishment. As far as the bathroom goes, man, if you've got to drop one, your best bet would be going over the hill behind it and just letting it loose in the river. Until next time.